I think at a certain point it's going to accelerate because the battery is getting cheaper. Second, a lot of countries are putting incentives to favor electric cars. And third, the infrastructure is developing, even though slowly. And where we are seeing the infrastructure developing, we're seeing the sales going up. And what's interesting is that today China represents more than 1/3 of the electric car market, was 5 years ago, it was absolutely absent from this market. So we're seeing a dynamic between markets, which in my opinion is going to accelerate. We were the first car makers to say we're going to go mass marketing electric car, and we announced it in 2008. So the first electric cars came from us. And at that moment, there was no batteries. There was absolutely no batteries capable of the kind of performance we wanted. So we had to develop our own battery. We're going to maintain a heavy investment on research, the battery of the future, and leave competition and the suppliers develop the battery of today. Our objective is a technology that you can use everywhere and flawless. And this is where the challenge is. I mean, making a driverless car in Tokyo is much easier than having a driverless car in Mumbai or in Cairo, because the conditions are not the same, and the codes are not the same, and the mapping is not the same. What we are working on, and that's why I think driverless cars will come ultimately, is making sure that it works everywhere, and it's flawless, which means 100% reliable. That's why I think it's going to take a little bit more time. I think car makers today see the development of connected services as a huge opportunity in front of them, and we're all going to go there. We know we cannot do it alone, so we see a lot of potential partnership, a lot of collaboration. We talk with Google, we exchange with them. We talk with Uber, we exchange with them. That means it's a very open, obviously everyone has his own idea about what he wants to do. The car is moving from an object of transportation to a connected mobile space. It's a completely different thing. So even the architecture of the car, the internal architecture of the car is going to have to take this in consideration. I mean, you're going to be able to sit in a car, work in a car, connect in a car, which means that even the seating, the disposition of the place inside the car, facilitated by the fact that electric cars are becoming more and more popular, which means you don't need a transmission, the engine doesn't have to take so much places, you can go for in-wheel motors, and the motors are very small, so which is going to free a lot of space inside the car. So you can imagine a lot of screens, you can sit anywhere inside the car, a lot of changes, but these changes are not going to be only technical, but it's going to be even the way you're sitting into the car, the live in the car is going to change. In 2016, the car industry will be selling 90 million cars, 90 million new cars. Next year, our forecast, most of the forecasts pointing to 92, 93 million cars. 92 to 93 million cars. Without any doubt, when you look at the percentage of these 90 million cars sold, which are shares, very small. So that the fact that this percentage is going to increase, no doubt about it. So I think big part of the industry is going to continue to be ownership, personal space, connected, you don't want to share it, etc. But yes, there is a part which is going to develop, which is shared car and shared services.